Hello?
Yes, hi, ma'am. I'm calling from...
Is it important enough to call me 6 times in a row?
Yes, ma'am. You do realize that in your contract with us, it states that you must remain in contact with us throughout the duration of your lease, first of all, before you give me the attitude. Why don't you just pick up the phone when we call?
Are you really talking to me like that?
Correct. Are you really talking to me like that?
What do you need?
Well, ma'am, it's in relation to the vehicle you have. We've been sent over a picture of some damage that you've apparently done to the seat.
Oh, you're joking.
Just wanted to
that I've done to the seat?
Yes, ma'am. So I've checked with the manager of that location. That vehicle was definitely not in that condition when it left.
It has 52,000 miles on it. It has dings and scrapes all over it, and it stinks like it was flooded. Now, I have no problem with my attorney calling you if you suggest that you think that I did that damage, because I contacted you guys immediately when I saw the damage in the car.
First and foremost, madam, we do need you to return the vehicle immediately so we can inspect the damage that you've caused.
You think that I've caused this damage?
I think it's pretty clear, yes, ma'am. The vehicle was in brand new condition. The seats was there was no
scam or something. Is this a scam? Because
why would a scammer ask you to return the vehicle, ma'am? I don't.
It has 52,000 miles on it. How could that possibly be in brand new condition?
Well, the seats, according to the records I have here, were in brand new condition. As I say, ma'am, we're requesting at this time that you return the vehicle to us.
I am going to tell my company to cancel their contract with you all.
Well, ma'am, we're going to report to your company that you damaged our vehicle.
You think they'll believe you? You're insane. I have messages from Twitter that I sent you guys reporting the damage.
Yes, I can see the damage, ma'am. The problem is the damage was not there before we handed custody of the vehicle to yourself.
Oh,
therefore it could
that it was.
Right, but it wasn't, ma'am, and you certainly didn't mention it at the time you received the vehicle during the pre-inspection.
Dude, there were 15 or 20 people in line. It was dark. I went out to the garage. It was dark.
That's why we have lights, ma'am. We have lights.
How many miles are on here?
The vehicle has lights in it. It has lights inside it. It has lights inside the vehicle, ma'am, so it wasn't dark. You just turn the light on. I'm sure even a hysterical Karen...
It was in a parking garage at night.
Yes, and it has lights. Lights, ma'am, lights. They illuminate the vehicle. Do you understand how that works? Lights. There's little LED...
And when you get in the car and you sit on the seat, you're not looking at it, what's beneath your butt.
Right, okay, ma'am, no, but you look at it before you get in the vehicle. I'm sure your butt does cover a lot of things, ma'am, but you just use your eyes to look at the seat visually before you sign off on the vehicle.
You honestly just said, I'm sure your butt does cover a lot of things, ma'am?
Yes.
Are you recording this call?
I am, yes.
Oh, good. What's your name?
My name is Ronathan.
How do I spell that?
Use a pen and write it down. Look.
How do I spell it?
Ma'am, I'm not going to sit here teaching you how to spell. If you want to escalate this further, you can speak to a supervisor, but otherwise I've asked you to return the vehicle, and I'm marking this call as resolved.
I'd like to speak to a supervisor now.
Okay, one moment.
That is
Your call is very important to us. Please hold.
I won't. That's how I contacted them. But this guy's he's not actually answering me. He's just pretending.
This is Hazel speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, are you a supervisor?
Yes, I am. How may I assist?
Hi. Well, I'm very glad to speak to you and not to Ronathan, because I'm not kidding, ma'am. That is perhaps the worst customer service experience I have ever had in my entire life.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yes.
What happened? That's
So I am speaking to correct?
correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so I rented a car from Norfolk Airport, and I looked and looked. I couldn't find it. Had to ask somebody. It's over in some random section of the airport in the parking garage. I get the car. Now, this is after I already waited in line, and there were at least 15 more people behind me, so I wasn't going to go back in. I was a little shocked that it had 52,000 miles on it, especially, as a gold member and a corporate account. And I got in, and it stunk, and I was a little shocked. But it was late at night, and I needed to go, and I didn't inspect the seats. And when I got up in the morning after I got over the scent, I think the car was probably flooded, is my feeling.
It was probably flooded, did you say?
I'm guessing it was flooded. It has Florida license plates on it, so that's my feeling because it smells like that. And I looked at the seat, and I was absolutely shocked. Now, I had already messaged Hertz on Twitter saying, hey, this is what happened. And then I sent another picture in the morning when I actually could see with the lights and with the sunshine up and said, hey, this is what my seat looks like. I'm pretty shocked that you guys would rent a car like this. So
I'm so sorry. And what did you, and I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So a few minutes ago, Ronathan called me 6 times in a row. Now, I'm sitting here with my mother-in-law. I just came to visit. I haven't seen her. So I didn't want to answer a cell phone call, but he called and called and called and called and called. So when I picked up the phone, I was like, what's going on? Is this an emergency? And he's like, well, ma'am, you're supposed to keep in contact with Hertz. You need to pick up when we call you. I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, yeah, you're lying. I see the picture. This car was in perfect shape when we rented it to you. I said, well, it's unbelievable that any car that has 52,000 miles could possibly be in perfect shape, much less a rental car. But I contacted you guys right away saying that I was shocked that you rented me a car in this condition. But I did not see how disgusting the seat was until the second day. And he said, well, you should see there are lights in the car. And I said, well, you can't see the seat when you're sitting on it. He's like, well, I'm sure your butt covers up lots of things, ma'am, but I can't help what you couldn't see on your seat.
Wow, that's interesting.
You should definitely listen to the call. I asked him. He said it was being recorded because I would
All
like
our
to
calls
also
are
request a copy.
Okay, ma'am. Let's just undo this wicked web here of. The notes are coming
Recording
through.
Deleted.
Sorry, ma'am.
Oh,
The notes are coming
deleted?
through. That's okay. Don't worry about that.
Did he just honestly just delete the call?
Don't worry about it. Let's continue. I have notes coming through.
Honestly, did he delete the call?
Do you want to go get through this, or do you want me to go see if he deleted the call?
Well, I just heard it say the call has been deleted.
Okay. Ma'am, do you want to go through your issue, or do you want me to see if he deleted the call? You tell me what to do. I'm here to serve.
Wow. I'm a little shocked.
How can I help you? Which is it that you would like me to do?
Well, he told me that I must return the call right now because I'm lying and that I obviously did damage to this car. And he was going to report to my company that I did this damage to this car because his notes say that that the car was in perfect condition and that I clearly did this to the car.
Okay, so this is what we'll deal with. Okay, so I just have the notes coming through right now from Ronathan. May I call you Karen? Is that the first name?
Is this a joke?
What is your first name?
My name is Rachel. It is not
Rachel.
Karen.
Okay,
That's offensive.
He put Karen. He must have mixed it up.
No, he did that on purpose. Am I on like the radio right now? Like, is this a joke? Because this seems like an unbelievable conversation.
I don't see where the joke would be in any of this, Rachel.
Okay, ma'am, you know as well as I do that the term Karen is used for white women that complain and make complaints. And so now, all of a sudden, he deletes the call where he's berating me. My mother-in-law heard the whole thing. She was sitting here. I had it on speakerphone and talked about my butt covering things up. And now, all of a sudden,
are you?
my name
You know
is
how
Karen?
you have this speed of how you talk, it's 1.5, 2. Like you can, when you're listening to things, you can speed it up on a recording. You're talking very fast, like at 1.5. If you can just slow the roll down a little, I'm having a hard time hearing you. I just want to go over this with you. I'm looking at the notes. Did you rent this car for business?
Yes.
So you are on a business trip.
Correct.
With your mother-in-law. Interesting. Okay. And so...
this has to be a joke. This cannot be real. I am on a business trip. I work for a company. I am on a business trip. And
Fantastic.
in the evening hour, when I'm done with my job, I can come and visit my mother-in-law who lives in this city.
Great. That's fantastic.
Like it's her birthday.
And so, what? Did you hear that, man?
You said, this is your birthday?
I don't know what that was. I thought it was you.
No, that was
Rachel.
Jonathan.
So Rachel, a couple things. So when you rented the car, you did sign off on the condition of the car.
No, I didn't sign anything.
Yeah, when you drive out through the exit gate, they check you out. You are signing off saying that you've checked the car and the condition of the car is good.
Where did I rent this car from?
From Hertz?
Where did I rent this car from?
I'm just going to look up the notes and find out. You mean what location?
Yeah.
It looks like it was an airport rental. Let me just look up the airport for you. I don't have your account in front of me. I'm only going through by the notes that Ronathan sent over at this point in time. Okay. I'm going to have to get... my name is Hazel.
And how would I return your call, Hazel?
You can't return my call, but you are more than welcome to call Hertz customer service, and you can ask to speak to a supervisor, and the first supervisor on duty will take your call.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into the notes. What I'm going to do to move this along, I'm going to mark this as resolved for now, and then you can call back and reopen a ticket with us.
No. Now I have a complaint.
Okay. I'm wondering why. Pardon me?
Is this a joke?
I didn't hear what you said. If you wouldn't mind repeating it.
I hear people screaming in the background and laughing.
What? I'm the only person on the call with you. This I promise you. I don't know how you hear anything. All I hear is you and I speaking. Do you hear something right now?
So what company do I work for?
Madame, Rachel, Karen, whatever. All I have is the notes that Ron has sent over.
Okay,
I have not confirmed.
This has to be a joke, dude.
Really, dude. Don't call me dude. I'm not a dude.
Oh, there she goes. What a fucking raging Karen.
What a bitch.
I'm going to call her back, make sure everything got situated.
You better.
Hopefully you got it all resolved.
I'm sure. Dude.
Please leave your message for 8.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's Ronathan. I saw that you terminated the call with my supervisor, and I just wanted to make sure you got everything situated now.
Are you joking?
No, ma'am.
Hey, so you deleted the conversation?
I'm sorry, what conversation?
Goodbye.